is something to keep in mind. If he has another big boy series, this could be a bit sketchy for Fnatic.
It could as well, and actually notable performance from Loki as well, in particular on this map. So, I mean, for me, it's actually a big positive that we're going to see Fnatic start on defense. That's where we know that they're probably going to get very proactive. We know that they like to go for this early round control. This time around, though, it's one of the few times we've actually seen Fnatic lean away from A on the pistol. So this is a big switch up, actually.
And I wonder how much Vitality, if they're prepped for this, they should know more than we do, right? Like, that's a simplistic way to kind of look at this is, it looks like they're considering to take at least top A long control. Or Garner Jet, and you can see Astra coming into play on this. Loki's still going to try and get the information that he can from it, but actually the fall away from Sky. First contact made through mid. Magnum with a bit of a trade out of damage, and Jesmond should be just fine healed up.
Well, the feelers sent out by Vitality initially. You can see Oster still just happy to sit back on flat on C site. Oh, you saw a ping go down there. Whether or not Oster's position was actually noted there, but we'll get contact. Vac gonna flash in now, so the wall actually straight away comes through. And, yeah, Vitality, as soon as they see all that utility, they hit this rotate. I mean, they obviously saw Astra, they saw the Sage Wall and the nade come out, so they know that that's three members of Fnatic noted.
Now, they should be able to get a spike plant uncontested. I don't think you're going to be able to stop that by now. It's more about the kind of play back in off the back. And where does this plant go for? Kind of, okay, bit of long, bit of short, playable from both. Vac still has a little bit of utility to get that scout down towards CT, and Fnatic on the retake now. They've got a fair bit of their utility left. A flash as well. Dirk are going to be going in, and here we go. There's a crossfire. Double stack towards Hell and one towards Graffiti. That's going to be rough to break. I want to see if this new addition of Astra makes a difference. Not so far. Sender just puts him right back to bed, and this crossfire is not breaking.
One enemy remaining.
Beautiful stuff from Vitality there. And again, the timing on the utility, just absolutely perfect. I'll be honest, the only thing really Vitality had left in the tank was the recon. As soon as it came back off cooldown, like you said, it was actually Fnatic that looked better on the retake in terms of that utility, which is surprising considering what was invested over on C-Long, right? As soon as Vitality showed a little presence, but again, the crossfire just so tough to break, especially on a pistol round, right? Really have that opportunity for somebody to swing around and just pop off and clear a few angles for you.
All right.
Vitality will close that out.
Very nice. And also, chat, look, we had some fun recently. They're on Classic, so I get to talk to you this round. I want to see your most creative spam. I want to see it. It better be good. Gonna have a little bit of a mid cleanup here for Vac. No problem there. This is Classics and not much else. So don't worry too much. If anything exciting does happen, we'll let you know. And I'm glad someone has noticed our double denim coming out. Nice work from Brams, but again, no problems there. All effectively traded, and the spike is going to be making its way safely towards C as well. So I'm glad people noted the double denim.
It is denim day.
It is. I don't know if Yinzu heard. I think she was early.
Yesterday, like a weirdo.
Who does it at the Davids? Get it together, Yinzu.
Spike planted.
All right, spike down. And again, let's see if any guns could be maybe taken away. It doesn't really... It's not that it doesn't matter. It's just... It'd be low impact if they can do it, because I doubt they're going to get enough to force uncomfortable repurchases. So maybe I'm underestimating Mystic and Durka here, but let's see what they can get out of this. First spot towards mid.
I was going to say Durka not spotting Loki initially, but Mystic will deal with him. Again, just looking to do as much damage as possible, and to be honest, utility-wise, Vitality hold on to a lot of it, other than Jesmond really, and only for 2 deaths. Brams 2 away from the ultimate, so again, actually, economically, he's not looking too bad. We would usually look to a Jet to maybe play the Blade Storm out if they did fall in this previous round, but I don't think it's going to be a huge issue for them. Yeah, and actually, Bram's actually going to throw a rifle into this. He couldn't afford to purchase down there, and I mean, look at it, he's still better off than some of his teammates, to be honest, actually.
It's on 2.2 after that, not bad. Love a bit of that. All right, and in we go. This is I guess the bonus for Vitality, but it's got some teeth to it. I mean, you do have the big boy rifle on Bram, so eyes towards what he can achieve in this one. The rest, of course, of Fnatic are gunned up, geared up, no problems there. but you don't want to lose this one. It looks like a B piece from Vitality, just a kind of, not necessarily a slow creep middle, but creep middle, pop flash in. This is Fnatic Counter-Strike era back in the day, so by brand, but the wrong team. But already they've taken over a decent portion of mid. Spike should be plunged. I don't think anything can really... Ooh, no,
I can't catch him. Oh, so unlucky there. You can just see the elbow of the plant. Can't get any damage down. Vitality actually holding pretty close contact. Yeah, Magnum will deal with Jesmond. The rip here.
Look at the wrap. Look at the wrap from Brands. Look, just keep your eyes on Brands. Now this is going to be everything. Now that wall doesn't scare the life out of me yet. Keep your eyes on Brams because the defuse now is halfway. He needs to get there right here, right now. Otherwise, this one is over. He gets the fuck.
No.
It's not the diffuser. He lets Durka get away with it. And that's all done. Brilliant
It's deja
work.
vu. Literally, Brams can't spot the plant from A-Link just like they couldn't, sorry, the diffuse, just like Fnatic couldn't see the plant from there. Again, the wall actually being placed at this way inside the Astrosaur is actually perfect because they're spamming away and they've got all 4 chunks of it to clear. Really nice recovery from Fnatic there.
I'm really impressed. I don't even mind the work from Brams there. The intention was great. It puts him, at least economy now gets to kind of even it out with the Blade Storm. So it happens, right? That was just a nice play from Fnatic rather than, I feel, a huge mistake from him. He just wasn't able to get to it. So, quite like that contact mid, though. I think it's a great idea. If you still have those SMGs, you're still working with a little less than, you know, you'd want, bring it to those close quarter sort of angles. It's theoretically a really nice idea. Now, Vitality going to give away the kind of, you know, alarm bells start to ring. Boaster has a little look, and he gets a lot for it, actually. Brown's gone is a big bit of impact. Magnum in support, through by the garage, and now they've lost the 2 points of contact they were working on, potentially for that C split.
Flash goes out on a long, no info going to be gathered off that, but Mystic will hear the response flash, and again, Vitality not subtle about this approach whatsoever. You give away the audio cue as well. The rotation's already come through as well, so going to be in a good position to meet this. Mystic will find one, but quickly trade it out. Fnatic now considering just backing up and playing numbers on this retake. They've got Boaster on the flank as well, which is creating extra problem for Vitality.
Yeah, he's the eventual safety net right now. Sender actually gets overwhelmed there. I thought he might have been good for a one-for-one trade. This puts it in Loki's hands, and yeah, overwhelmed, too many angles. You know, nice work from Fnatic, kind of good timing, good spacing, and you could see them, even if that player then did go down, those could be the trade potentially from Heaven or from Boaster coming up. So, keeping things safe. The fundamentals for Fnatic looking solid. 3 alive, 3 rifles maintained, and they suffer through what could have been probably the scary round from Vitality, but let's roll it back to the start, Hypoc, because I feel like that was the big moment. That first pick on Long, and then the work from Magnum in towards kind of Garage to get that second kill, and suddenly, that's not necessarily the round over and done with, but that's the hard work achieved there for Fnatic.
It is indeed, and actually just building on that as well, the fact that Mystic's got the confidence to dip his toes before, you know, Vitality have really got entry onto the site, and then Fnatic saying, you know what, play numbers here. We want to just take the retake. And Mystic finding the 1 kill, do you know what, I'm actually fine with, even if he just does damage and dies. The fact that he finds 1 just makes it even easier. Good risk management on the side of Fnatic. They're not actually going to send any damage down. And this is important, actually. Just in these early rounds, Boaster is showing no presence.
Exactly. I wanted to highlight this as well, is I feel like they're letting Vitality have a crack at it. I feel like Fnatic are feeling them out. They're playing very standard. I'm not seeing too much defensive-sided aggression. I'm not seeing any weird and wacky plays yet, which we know Fnatic potentially have. They're playing very standard and just getting a great read on Vitality at this point.
That's actually terrifying for Vitality, because it's at what moment where Fnatic want to make that pace change.
Yep.
I've got your trail.
Okay. Seeker's going down. And now, keep in mind, I was very impressed with Durka on this site last time around. We got to see him in the open route at this point. We first checked in on this new look team of Fnatic. I was very impressed with the synergy he had. Now, Sender, though, really catching him off guard, but Durka's still there keeping this together. Finally, it's Durka again. That's the value he brings. 2 big bailout kills to bring this into a 2v1, where Vac is your last man alive for Vitality. 30 HP. Spike not quite to hand. He's trying to be cautious in retrieving. He does get it. And now looks for the 1v2. They're both stacked up towards CT. If he's praying, desperate for one to make a mistake, give him that first step. He wants to get aggressive on this. Not necessarily a bad choice. If he can get that first pick, now it's game on. Perfect play from Vac. That was the right move to make. He has to try and be the proactive player. Now, let's see what he can do. No, he's got the spike down. Booster! Brilliant usage of Astra just to slow him down. No escaping.
It's just a really good read again, knowing that he's going to stick to the fuse there and the utility going to be most effective. Oster will clutch it out, and do you know what? I'm actually with you. I like the fact that Vac went aggressive there. He tried to take some control back. Again, Durka holding the line here. Really nice play from him, and again, this is off the back of the wall in response to the Seekers. This gives him a little cubby to play out of.
And that just speaks to Durka. I mean, their 2 kills, they don't seem super flashy, but that situation could be so different if he got overrun initially. He didn't overstep, he wasn't panicked, and oh, is this a set piece? This could be super nice. Is there any damage that comes off that? Not so much, but look at the aggression that goes with it. Loki's gonna be chipped away at. They need some damage now, but no! Vitality! Handle them! That's a problem. That's a lot of rifles now ready to be upgraded. Brams, yeah, he's 5 HP, but he's going to just fly on through. I like the intention. You could see it there with the Astra utility, the pain shell coming on it. It made sense. It didn't quite land, though.
Spike planted.
Yeah, and this was a scrappy investment on the side of Vitality. So the fact that they've now got Phantom 2 Vandals and the Spectre, low HP, yes, and Vac has fallen, so no possibility of the heal. Looks like actually Magnum considering investing the lockdown still. And Bose is in a brilliant position to catch them on long, but Loki going to be the important man to keep your eye on here. He's playing close on sandbags. He does get cleared actually, and we are going to see the lockdown invested.
They go okay. They know, maybe they know how much damage they've done across the board, and Boast is feeling himself today. And you can see as to why Fnatic out of nowhere, but Brams left in the 1v1, and time, it's gone. There's nothing more the Boaster can do. A valiant attempt, but Brams may not live through this. Maybe he does, but what it does mean is it's a round back on the board, and the first time Fnatic threw a little bit of aggression, I don't mind it. This is what we're talking about, though. Let's kind of talk bigger picture here. So Vitality can get the purchase coming in. They'll be fine on that. Fnatic a little bit lighter on purchase. We'll see what they do to spread the wealth. But talk big picture here. This was the aggressive maneuver that, well, this was the play back in, but talk about the aggressive move at the start. Fnatic were playing a very standardized game, which I don't mind. You come in, you just set the pace as you want, and then you throw in those kind of off-pace rounds, those kind of off-kilter rounds. And it could have worked. I mean, let's say that grenade down long worked with Astra's utility coming in. They all got stuck in it, loads of damage done. But gotta say it, Vitality are a pretty spicy side. It's not like they're not gonna, give a bit back. So, bit of a reminder for Fnatic to, okay, we can't get away with that sort of play, but let's see what we can work with.
Looking at it, it's actually a little bit of conditioning on the side of that. I'm talking about the Astra utility in particular. Yes, we saw that proactive push previously, but Star being placed at the start of the round, again, Vitality can see that. They have to anticipate on which round is actually uses. Yeah, Fnatic actually going to shut down this push into Garage very quickly. Brams and Vac will fall. Tender spotted out by the alarm bot. Gravity well not actually going to pull him into harm's way. Oh, Magnum actually nearly catching him with a spam through the dark cover on the way out, but no damage. And Fnatic now 2-man advantage here. Vitality looking to reset, but spread very thin. It's Loki in a weird lurk outside B, maybe to oh, Doma, please.
One of you check,
please.
Joe, I hope Jensen doesn't even.
Oh, my word.
Okay. Jensen's further ahead, but Mystics on the case still. Sender's right there. And now the crunch comes in, and Loki's got him. So safe plant with a little bit of buffer, but a 2v3 to work with. So how do they want to approach this? A little bit of utility on either of the players. Sender's gone a little bit aggressive, and again, aggression in post plants is great because you have to kind of work down the numbers. That's one. He doesn't put the second so close. Boaster is nearby this. Investing heavily again into this round. Boaster wants to clear it, and does. Now down to the 1v1. Boaster called upon again to try and do some work with this. That utility needs to be used. Clears up the site, but he doesn't quite work out. The Loki was holding a deeper off angle.
Fortunately, Boaster just misses Loki
30 seconds left.
passing his line of sight, but this is This was painful to watch. The fact that Sender actually gets here as well, and finally it gets pinged. I think Sender actually spotted him when he popped in to set up his dark cover there. I don't even think... It looked like he had his smokes out, right? So he spotted him inside the dark cover setup. That's actually insane.
Okay, 4-3. Nice game so far. Now the money, we already said it was kind of getting in the bin for Fnatic. And we are down to the odds and ends. Sender waiting for this. Good read. Nice little pick there. Perfect angle for it. And now, further problems ahead. Magnum actually bails out one of these kills, but, you know, at this point, kind of down to 3.
I've got your trail.
Back going for a bit of an invest on this, maybe just to ensure safety and maybe feel out that stack or if there's any problems.
Well, straight away there, Sender reacting off the Seekers. The one Seeker goes towards a lobby in that note. That then is the green light. They know. Actually, Doma going to invest the showstopper here. Only a little bit of damage done onto Vac. Tries to turn the flash, but can't. Oki will land that one out, but investment on both sides to actually Magnum. Wow. Nice headshot there with the Spectre. This stick, unfortunately, a swing and a miss, and now they're going to hit the brakes and rotate away because Loki once again slipped into B site. I love that switch up. It's always good to see teams react off those Seekers. 2 go towards Garage, 1 goes towards A lobby. They know that they can come through and hit A, sorry, and send it actually TPs onto site.
Now Magnum got himself the rifle, no armor, of course.
He's read this perfectly.
He has, but Loki's got the way better angle. Loki's positioning so far in just like small fights has been really nice. Hard to lock down. Let's just kind of talk about Vitality now because they have kind of pushed themselves into a leading position. We're at 5-3 here. And thus far, their post plants have been decent. They've been getting on the sites. When Fnatic were playing a little bit more default on buys, they were kind of keeping them at bay. Once they got a little fruity with it, got a little, you know, tried to switch things up, it did seem to catch them out, but maybe going back to kind of the basics might work on this one. Vitality, I'm interested to see what they actually try and do now on a more standard round. It looks like an all-in C piece. You do have a little bit of a split, maybe from Cypher or just kind of late controlling around middle. This might be the contact play with Brams leading this one.
I see, again, the adjustment, Boaster will find Brams inside the smoke there, but the shock dart uses, they've noted now the Killjoy setup. You deal with that utility immediately before trying to explode, but Boaster well equipped. Oh. Oh.
You don't hit those?
Not that often, no.
Learn your lineups, Hypok, jeez.
Yeah. You should really have a lineup for that center site crossing behind the smoke.
I mean, you don't have that.
Once again, though, Vitality going to react perfectly off this. They know now the res invested. They're going to have a good opportunity.
Hypok, think about it. Last time they did this, right, they hit the brakes for a second. They went for that initial C hit the brakes, and they went for that A piece. Now they've shown intention. They've shown a little bit of leg. They've left Sova over there a little bit. And this is just it's the double pump, right? A classic coin from Counter-Strike that I will be bringing to Valorant. The double pump fake. Now they've already got in their heads, and this could be a spike plant with 0 contest.
Seekers and the lockdown available for Fnatic if they want to best it here. Boaster's got to be really careful. Look at this. That's a little bit of a crossfire set up from Sender, but he does get dealt with. Seekers invested back. Will actually dip his toes, find another kill as well. Look at the readjustment from Jesmond. The Seekers now, the 2v2, revealed both players.
Player standing.
Uh-oh. He's got the ult. That's going to be halfway achieved. Oh, the nades are so good!
Oh, it's
Doma!
perfect.
He's having none of it. Didn't even need the gun. And there's the defuse. Fnatic on the retake. Now, I love the intention from Vitality. Really good just mid-round call, potentially, just off the back of what happened in those previous rounds, or simply just a good read. But the retake from Fnatic, above expectation.
And actually, I feel like initially everything kind of went Vitality's way. They got a lot of value from just playing this so deep.
Player standing.
Thank you, Mr. Doma, I guess.
That'll work.
Rams actually into the operators now. Bladestorm available, Neural Theft, and Vac one away from the Seekers. I feel like Sky players just get their ultimate on. Just it's so good as well because you throw the Seekers down and any kills you get, even if you die, right? 2 kills and then a death brings you straight back to 50%. It's actually crazy. Rams will pop Bladestorm. Actually, any damage initially with that. I'm not sure how many knives he's ended up with, but Fnatic creep away and look at this. Vitality are already so deep up sewers.
Are they just default playing retake now?
Well, they have the lockdown, so they can give up A.
Yeah.
But it's risky.
It seems like they're very well prepared for a potential mid lurk. I mean, now the timing's gonna be everything. You can see the Jetsman's gonna push up just as the hit comes in, so attention's definitely split between that. And this will kind of isolate the Sky that's gonna be towards heaven. And this slows it down because that Cypher's a pain in the ass, honestly. Yesmond is just gonna be playing this like quite patiently over by doors. Does get caught by Boaster, very well done there. That opens up the retake now. That's kind of alleviated the pressure on the 3 by B, so now they can start working through. There is the Killjoy investment. Here comes that utility.
Taking off. Also, Sender once again aggressive in heaven. This time he's going to double down. Fnatic now burst back onto site. 3 detained off the back of this, actually. They have an opportunity to stick the fuse.
No. How fucking they get this? Dirk is on it right now. Boaster doing the best he can, but Vac knows what's in front of him. He has to try and stop this defuse. He's got the chance and he gets the kill. Vac's done maybe just enough now. And Boaster flashed up on the spike, swings over. Vac denies. Huge round from Vac.
Oh my word. And just a small thing to note, it's the second time we've seen Magnan go for this kind of off position with the lockdown. And right here, it gives Vitality, again, like I said, the second chance to position accordingly. Yes, they detain 3 as part of that, but it's the fact that somebody's able to stay so close on long, and that's the only reason Vac can really have an opportunity to look back in to deny that. What a fantastic play from Vac, though.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay. So, low-end buy coming out. Frenzies, Spectres, a little bit of armor behind it from Magnum and Mystic. Going for a little bit of a mid-presence piece, just trying to get up close. Doma being played in off the attention that was drawn towards double doors, but Jesman's having none of that. And this is smooth sailing. They've taken site control. Spike can be ferried across when, you know, the timing's right, which it is. You've even got Sender being up close now. Sender's found some nice room to work in the aggression that he brings out, and it's nothing too fancy about it. It's well placed and it's well timed, and I'm surprised that Fnatic have been caught by it. Not necessarily in this round, but roll your mind back to the last.
Vac actually going to go fully aggressive on that one. Actually, can't be closed out.
Last round in the half.
Again, that's only the second time the Boaster's really shot, and it's on their lesser buy, so I understand why he wants to get aggressive here. It's the second time he's been shut down. Vitality, in terms of contingency, they just seem really well prepared for any of this kind of Fnatic early round play that we would expect.
They've absolutely shut it down.
I gotta say, it's Sender actually having a hell of a game. Look at it now. Yeah, he's 13-7, just behind Vac, and we know has been the last man standing in a few post plants. So into this last round of the half, Doma one off the showstopper, Boaster with the Cosmic Divide. The only thing really available for Fnatic on the side of Vitality, 3 ultimates. They look to aggress onto B site.
Maybe Doma to deal with the initial play. You've got Vac trying to get the attention, but actually gets the kill. Okay, Brams finds Mystic. Now Doma, overdone. Brams is just on one, just flies on in, and we're already down to just 3 standing for Fnatic here. Dirk trying to catch one on the way out, but Vitality already starting to spread through this one, creep their way around. The Seekers go out. Magnum did get Brams in that, though. So back to the 3v3, but none of these kills are coming easily.
The Gravity Well will catch Vac in the open. Loki now, no utility left except for that. Cosmic Divide goes up. That's going to protect the Sage Wall. Nothing at all Loki can do here to get back through that.
Nasty little combo.
Yeah, really nice combo.
Initiated.
Switching sides.
Okay, let's review Hypok. I mean, 7-5 is a very good scoreline, I'd say, for Vitality coming out of the gates. We were looking to see if there's a big performer from this, potentially. You know, if we have whomever it may be it Brams or whomever. Sender really took the bull by the horns, I feel, in this one. And overall, Vitality's play has been bang on.
Initiated.
It has. And like I said, it's just how prepared they are. They're able to react so well off anything the Fnatic show. And actually talking about it early on in that half, straight away from the utility invested on that C long push. Was it the pistol round or was it round 2? I can't even remember. But as soon as they saw that utility, they're like, cool, hit the brakes, let's go back A. And they find themselves literally a free site.
Alright, Fnatic. Look at the walk mid as
Look
well,
at
coming
it.
out from Vitality.
This is so quick.
That's
They're going to be able to
nasty.
wrap
Yeah, they're gonna hit
immediately.
everything. Now, it depends how much Jesman moves to get the idea that there's something wrong here. No one's fought him towards that kind of backside. But, you know, he's already got himself so kind of far into this. Again, like, the information between these two teams is going to be super weird. They've got to have a good idea that there is something weird happening around the back of Boaster. Now going to be called upon. He gets one, but you know, Magnum found another as well. Loki there, here we go. Vitality now starting to cause problems for this playback through for Fnatic.
2 members remain. It's Vac and Loki.
Last player standing.
Coming up, and Vac will fall at the top along. Loki, last man standing, a 1v3 in this pistol round, and Durka gonna close things out. Big round for Fnatic. Actually, it's not often we see them trailing when they start on defense on Haven. So if they can immediately come back into this with the round 2 conversion, feel much better about this half. But just again, the pace at which just the immediate walk mid gives them so much time to get this retake going early.
Last
And actually,
player
I
standing.
think the fact that they back up so far away, the wall goes down, blocking off towards defense's spawn. You can see here, it allows Fnatic to read the situation so well. They can post one person watching Heaven, they retake sewers. It's actually a beautiful round to watch play out.
Well, this is the perfect, you know, build back for Fnatic, and Vitality are not really stopping. They want all the information. They want to go on fact-finding missions, which, as you can see there, they are definitely getting. In this round, though, it is Bucky's and some classics. Kind of doing the dirty right back to Fnatic. That's absolutely fine by me. If you start this, you know, you live by the Bucky or you die by the Bucky. And right now, Bram's dying by it. Durka, they're going to use that ghost to perfection. Spike going to be going down, and post-plant begins.
Ball actually going to be really, really awkward here. Durkee will hop up.
Enemy
Find a
remaining.
kill on the back of it. Doma will find another Loki now. Bucky in hand. Trying to find something. Doma actually will get plucked out of the sky. 22 HP remains though. And a 1v4. Matter of time here, or to be honest, whether or not you can do any further damage. The economy of Fnatic and look like, I mean, even in this range, yeah, not going to get much else done. And it's unfortunate that Brams actually switches out to the classic to deal with the boom bot, and it almost plays out perfectly for him. He has an opportunity to switch back. He throws down a cloud burst, but actually Durka just bursts all the way through it. The fact he faked out with the classic there and had an opportunity with that Bucky to play really close contact on the door could have done some real damage to Fnatic.
He could have done. Now, Biowise, trying to be the instigators with a Bucky, couple of Spectres, the rifle for Durka. This should be a lockdown for Vitality, but I'm sure Fnatic have a couple of tricks up their sleeve. But a bit of a stack going out towards A as well for the defending side. They have 3 players here, and actually Bram's going to stick around on this one. Does find Boaster, and Loki did get Doma, so as it stands, advantage does sit with Vitality, but Fnatic are on the site suddenly.
Okay.
And now there's problems aplenty. 3 players alive. Durka, yes, may be low, but luckily, a couple of healers around.
Just gonna stack up and find that. Actually, Durka and Magnum gonna get back to 100 HP. Sender might catch one, but oh, the nano swarm's perfect.
It's so good.
Just breaks him off the angle. I think he wasn't gonna catch the timing anyway. Revive invested on this one as well, as Fnatic want to make sure their bonus round is converted. Sender got a lot to do now on a 1v3, but does have a Phantom. Doma and Mystic down to 44 and 54 HP respectively, and no armor on Magnum, so doable, but Sender may be considering backing away and see if,
That rifle.
yeah, see if he can hold on to this Phantom.
And what a way to get some upgrades out for Fnatic as well. That's 3 rifles they can now take away. They only had 1 at the beginning.
That was a 3-man stack on A site as well for Vitality. And they got the first 2 kills, right?
Yep.
So it actually came down to a 3v3 for Fnatic. On site, I mean.
Yeah, there shouldn't... It shouldn't have gone that way, really. As weird as that sounds. But look, you take the wins that are in front of you, and Fnatic pulling a bit of a rabbit out the hat on that, and that's going to send Vitality's economy packing. I mean, yeah, they get to keep over the rifle with Sender, but beyond that, a couple of Sheriffs, Spectres, they're kind of in the position that Fnatic were just in, but look, Fnatic can be their own biggest enemies sometimes, so we'll have to wait and see if they can actually convert this cleanly.
Looking at actually in this round, obviously Sender did hold on to that, nearly actually getting shut down, but he has to reinvest onto the armor. Looking at Bram's 2 off the Bladestorm, really not many tools to
Need that back.
make their buy much better in this round, but actually brings out with a Spectre on C long here, and doesn't take too much damage. Fnatic will just retrieve the ult orb. The boasters online.
I do like seeing even the mods. You can't out Bucky FC. Unless Vitality are able to bring Sender into this in a impressive manner. This should be clean for Fnatic. They did at least get the first, and you can see quite carefully trying to play as a pack here and make sure they at least trade effectively. Side control has now been gained. Watching towards that C connector. I think Jet slipped on in. Sender, there it is. Okay. So the gun's online, they know where it is. The big boy gun that got taken away into the next round. That's a chunk of damage too. Okay, there's still a bit of threat here. Now it's...
But yeah, deals with that again. They tried to convert that damage down onto Magnum behind wooden box, but a load of utility popped out. Rams will find the headshot here, so it brings it to a 3v3. Vac perfectly times that swing, and Magnum will get shut down. We know he's on 5 HP. Boaster has to show his hand here, but
no.
Loki hops off the defuse and will close this out. A big win for Vitality to tie it up at 8-8 off of, you gotta say, nothing, really.
How do you lose that fight from Vac in middle? Like, Sender was meant to be a dangerous player.
They had the turret for contact as well.
Yes.
On garage doors.
And then they both face...
Yeah.
Well, tell a lie,
It's a
I guess
full-
he called Doma, but still...
Yeah. It's a full-on wide swing, and at that point, I mean, Doma falls, Magnum's 5 HP. Yeah. I still take the Spectre in that scenario 7 days of the week.
Yeah, I'm terrified when I see this for Fnatic. Those rounds are meant to be the freebies almost, right? They're the ones that you're meant to be able to kind of grind through. But look, it is what it is. 8-8, Vitality, Vac again, just pulling some of these rounds out of nowhere. And the 4-man stack towards mid for now. Looks towards mid. Dirk has just cracked it open. Brams goes down, and now they're just going to hit towards B. Or at least give the idea they're hitting towards B. Utility invested looks extremely similar to the previous round.
It's a fake.
Yeah, exactly. That is a huge fake. But Jetsman does at least get one, so he might be able to know that this is not going to be that same B hit. Now, the flag's going to be catched, at least for now, in the back lines. This should be it here. There it is. And now a 2v3 begins.
Take flight. Spike
Another
planted.
couple of seconds there, and Durka can tuck under window, and he almost definitely finds that kill. Loki will spot out Doma. Now he's just going to slow down any advance on his part. Magnum actually going to come all the way back around.
Last player standing.
Primary flank. Mystic will find one. Loki, last man standing, and his position was already noted. Magnum there to greet him. A really, really nice round from Fnatic. And once again, I mean, the wall cuts off B, but it also cuts off the default plant position on C as well. So it leaves Vitality guessing.
And I loved even the start of that round, the whole like kind of implying that same piece might be coming back through, but obviously limited information and vision as well with the investment from the Astra. Again, the thing that I'll always give to Fnatic is you can tell that they do their homework. They've got a lot of like small set pieces in mind that are very well considered. And whether or not they always work out, we yet to see. But we do see a double stack up on long, and I want to keep my eyes on that. See if Sender gets a little aggy, maybe. He's got the SMG, so might just build off the back of that flash. Just goes in anti-flash, turns around, finds Boaster. Good play there, but he can't convert anymore. Already the ultimate comes out from low key. I don't think he found as much as he wanted. Magnum overwhelms. And now you're going to be down to 3 players alive. Rez comes in as well, so Fnatic back up to full force.
Bram's actually no progress elsewhere, but make that much of a difference. You can see Magnum now has the opportunity to just sit and play off his turret. Fnatic actually anticipating them coming and try and retrieve these weapons, and look at that. Loki will find a trade though. Look at that though, Durka actually just walled off the Vandal. He can't retrieve the weapon. Bram's on the flank now with the Blade Storm. Could do huge damage to Fnatic though.
He's got to get so many though, and he gets none of it. Oh.
And Loki didn't get a weapon. He's still just got the Sheriff. That wall from Durka is just, it's actually borderline BM.
Nasty.
Report this
Absolutely
man.
Nasty.
Spike planted.
Oh, Loki. He's not having a nice round, is he? It's all feeling a bit rough. Yeah, Boaster with the kindness in the end puts him down. Don't worry, mate. On to the next one. Double digits now in the pocket of Fnatic here. Vitality, what more can you bring? We've got to wait for that money to start looking a little bit prettier, which it is this round. We should have the full purchase coming out. It's quite interesting. Brams and Jesmond being the quieter two here. For the squad at least, and this was just...
Yeah.
Standing.
Yeah.
How does it make you feel there, that one?
I mean, it's missing the first one and then dashing into the wall. Like he didn't even escape away from it. There's an opportunity for him to reset if he does dash into window, but looking at this one, this is a big turning point for me. I mean, whether or not we see Vitality get aggro here, they don't really have any playmaker ultimates. They have, see, Jesmond, the Neural Theft Sender with his TP, but on defense, they aren't really ultimates we look towards. But look at the stack right now. It's literally Jesmond on one side of the map, and he's not even playing C site, and 4 members, well, Bram's actually now reconsidering it. Looks like we might see a bloodbath over A lobby here.
Okay. Banana Massacre coming out. Double flash on either side, and everyone's blind, but it's Sender who dies. Fnatic just going to keep bullying their way through this if they can. Vac, though, up for the fight. Going to put his flash... They're just trading out utility, man.
Word.
This is brutal. They've seen it all
And he's
as
gonna
well.
get sucked. It's poetic. Vac just absolutely done dirty all
Because,
day long.
like, vacuum or...
Yep.
Yep.
Thank you.
I like that. Golf clap. That was a bit fast for a golf clap, but, you know. Forgive my lacking performance. Loki, Brams, and Jesmond, though. Oh, Brams, this is brave of you. Do you keep going? Do you keep going? You do. Ooh, it's... When did you get that? When and where did you get that? He does catch Mystic and gets away with his life, which is quite surprising, honestly. And now 4v3. They've made it feasible.
Yeah, there's Fnatic still... Oh, no, they could line up. Loki, fortunately, has shut down before he has the opportunity. Wall going to go down once again.
30 seconds left.
Plenty of time for it to reinforce. Bram's already in heaven, though. Get any damage. It's there. And this is... yeah, I mean, you got to save at this point.
Yep.
You have to just look for exits. This is going to be Fnatic on 11 rounds. I know Vac and Loki were very low financially coming into this, whether or not you're going to be able to muster together an SMG purchase, but... Look at it. I mean, no other big ultimates coming online out of this round for Vitality, which is, you know, that's the contingency plan, right? You lose the round, but you have a good opportunity to come back in the next with, in terms of weaponry or the ultimates. But straight away there, the proactive intent from Vitality just shut down. Shut down by Fnatic.
Fnatic now going through the motions. Their economy's going to start to swell. You're already seeing, you know, post-purchase 6k, 8k. It's 7 on Doma as well. Everyone's starting to look pretty healthy in this, as obviously on the other side, you were asking what sort of buy they could maybe fashion, and it's not a particularly great one.
No charges left.
Clean first blood, actually, from Brams. Unlucky not to get the second. Oh, sorry, the first blood actually came. No, it was Sender that fell first. My mistake.
How dare you? How dare
Yeah.
you make a mistake, Hypoc?
You're never allowed to be wrong as a caster.
Casters.
Iron caster.
I don't. Don't be mean to us, all right? We pretend we have big egos, but we're very sensitive. And as might be the players double stacked towards Garage right now, they're not feeling so good. Please put them down. Oh, just let them get away. But the flank, Brams, another opportunity. The last time it was always taken on the first
Just misses him.
nightmare. The timing, if he just maybe lurked out a little longer, played with a couple more seconds, he could have had something with it, but the timing not on his side, and neither is this round. Fnatic taking strides now.
Match point.
Yeah, I mean, I'm actually surprised the purchase coming back is that good from Vitality, to be honest. Back actually going to opt for a weapon over the armor. Desmond down the light armor, and Back has an opportunity to obviously get his Seekers online as well here.
Chat just caught up to your moment.
I was trying not to look.
Map point, not match point, don't worry. And yes, a couple of the ultimates coming around. Back not far off his. Jessamine getting a little aggy here.
Here.
So I actually posted up,
Taking that back. Blocking vision.
ready to greet him. Look at this side, the split comes through, and it's actually going to fall onto Sender. Huge paranoia though, but Lockdown invested in Garage with the wall over window, and that's why Boaster's positioned here. This is a brilliant execution from Fnatic, but as Vitality finds the kills, it's actually Vac to find two. Will get dealt with finally.
Remaining.
Sender responds with 2 kills as well. That was actually such a good execution, but Vitality just hold the line, but literally fragging out.
The intentions are... It's hard as a caster. You see like really good theory crafted pieces and having the right intention, but then, as said, sometimes you're gonna get just a Vac just doubling down on a kill here or there, or then you get Sender finding so much space
30
to just do him
seconds left.
dirty. It's rough to see, and I think, you know, for now, Boast is gonna just have to accept fate in this. And will be 9 potentially on the board for Vitality in the next couple of seconds. Now, if their economy is as weak as remaining, maybe taking down another player could be big. At 5 HP to do it, obviously, keep in mind that Fnatic's money is perfectly fine.
Yeah,
So they should be trying to chase down guns and try and keep them humble. Forcing a rebuy on 3 players is quite, you know, costly. And it would have potentially held them up. You can see 3k on 2 of the players there. So that could have been a potential issue if another had been lost and they were all forced back in. But yeah, I mean, Vac. And then, was it Sender on long who just turns around and just like, oh, look at that, the double dip.
Spike.
You kidding me? Inhuman reactions.
You'll see a Hiko spam at some point in the next 3 minutes, I'm sure.
I can't wait to cast Hiko again. Like, I just want to go to Iceland for that. Like, can you guys send me just so, you know, maybe I could cast Hiko? I don't know. I kind of miss casting that guy. It's exciting.
You are
But what is
divided.
exciting is Vac in this game, because
Here.
he's been trying to find... Oh, no.
Oh, no.
We don't do that. We don't do these things. We don't go walking around potential choke points with a bit of a flash in our hands, do we? Cost you your life. And now at a 4v4, Mystic getting way further ahead than I thought
Yeah.
he might be. This is
Yeah.
getting a little weird for Fnatic.
Ooh, oh.
Huh?
Here.
Durka just got found
Through
through
smoke.
the smoke in mid. Boaster actually on a good
Did they hear the
timing
steps?
here.
I don't think they did. Oh, Boaster's on for a massive moment here, and he will play this one right. That's going to be 2-spotted. Great discipline from Boaster. Oh,
Oh, no.
don't whiff it. Nice,
Oh,
Boaster.
thank God.
Oh, don't.
Poor,
whiff-
poor.